So what year you made that decision?
Well, I think that was 2018, 2019.
Okay,
2018.
that's when we met.
When
Right
we
there.
met, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember that you were doing content for Orlando Pride.
Yeah.
You said, give me the green light. I'm gonna start doing whatever I want, and I found it very interesting how you, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you were like, let me try some things, let me see what works, what doesn't,
Yeah.
and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, it was very interesting because so I first started at Orlando City, Orlando Pride with my internship, right, in college. So I was driving from Stetson to Orlando for the internship that I couldn't get paid because as an international student, you can't get paid off campus, you can only work on campus. So then I started my internship with Orlando Pride in City as a broadcast coordinator. But I always knew that I want to do something on camera, like be a host or a presenter, but like not a serious one. Like I just wanted to be myself,
right,
and have fun with it. So there, I went from broadcast coordinator to PR to content to then doing a little bit of everything. But there, I noticed that they were not focused really on growing the Orlando Pride platform, which most of my interest was on the women's game.
Yes.
Sorry, Udi.
No.
But like all of their focus was on Orlando City, and they kind of like left the Pride to the side. And I'm like, well, this is literally what I love, and this is what I want to do. And I know the players, I know the game, and I want to help. But also, what a great professional opportunity for me. So I literally, when I was working at PR and broadcast, I would go to Orlando Pride trainings. I'll get the camera from the video team. I'll get the tripod. I'll set up the tripod. I'll set up the microphone. And I'll literally just set up everything on the side and just like record a stand-up. Like today at Orlando Pride training session, Tom Sermani, like did this and they did that. And this is it. So then I will go back to the office. I'll put everything together and I'll shoot that video to like the social media team. It's like, hey, just in case you want it, like I did an update on the Pride and they have a game coming up that they're going to play this and Alex Morgan's going to be back. And like, there's news there. And the fans, they're so engaging. Like women's soccer fans are unbelievable. Unbelievable. They are literally, they consume the content and there was nothing, Udi. And at that time, there was also like no teams in the NWSL with a reporter. Like there was nothing, nothing. Even to this day, there's like one or two. But I was like, hey.
You're the pioneer.
I want to do it. Yeah. So I was doing that as like a broadcast coordinator and as a PR. So it wasn't like content or like reporter. I was just like doing on the side. And one day, they posted, I did an update as well with, it was I can't remember, but I can't remember the year exactly, but I did an update, Orlando Pride update with Taylor Swift lyrics because she dropped her new Red album. And during the entire update, I would use the lyrics, the song names on the update. And the fans, they loved it. So they were like, oh my gosh, like we need more Duda. And I was like, yes. Keep telling them that, like this is what I want to do. And it just worked out. Like I just saw the opportunity. They were not focused on doing that and growing that platform. And I'm like, hey, I love this. Like, let me do it. And it worked.
I mean, what a grind, and you saw the vision and you went for it.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
How was working, and doing content for Alex Morgan, like Marta Silva, best ever.
I mean,
Sydney, Ali Riley.
When I was working for the Pride in City, that was the time that we literally had, if you put on paper, I don't think there will ever be a team with that many big names and great soccer players on paper. Like that was unbelievable. So to work with, right? Like everyone was there during that time. Like Ali Krieger, Ashlyn Harris, Marta, Sydney Leroux, who did I mention? Alex Morgan, Ali Riley, Elena Kennedy, Steph Catley, Caitlin Kyle. So like that was the team during that time. were they good on the field? Did they win games? Like, no.
No.
But like the engagement was there.
Yeah.
But that was unbelievable to work with them, Moody. And as a Brazilian, like I grew up watching Marta, of course. I grew up watching Marta, and then I grew up watching Alex Morgan. I grew up watching all of them. And it was, I mean, it's hard to explain, truly, like to be able to get to work with them, but to also know them as humans and how professional they are, how, like, they know their shit. Like, can we say shit?
Yeah.
Okay. They know their shit. Like, they know how, like, their value, their worth. I learned so much, and it was like, I'm so glad I didn't play, and that I made the right decision because they're so good. Like,
right.
Yeah. It was awesome to be like, to get to know them behind just like what happens on the field, but like to know them as humans. I admire Alex, Marta, Ali, like Sydney, all of them so much.
Oh my God.
It's insane, Udi. Like to work literally with the best at a time. Like,
for real. Yeah.
It's insane.
And doing content for the kind of being the pioneer on that. I mean, yeah, you were at the right time in the right place.
Really.
And also like you took that and grabbed it and say, you know what, I'm gonna do what I want to do, from maybe behind the scenes to more like in front of the camera. And after that, how long did you stay with Orlando Pride, and what have changed from Orlando Pride to the next thing?
Let me just add that like getting to work with them and like getting to know them as people in a way, that was a game changer for me to be literally where I am today in a way, because, and you can probably relate to that, like as a player, if you trust, the people that you're working with and for at the club, they are more open, right? To like,
Sure.
Doing the interviews, they'll give you more, and they trusted me. They knew if, they said something, or if I captured something on training, like I wouldn't post that.
Right.
Like, did you feel that way?
No, for sure. That trust is super important.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, I can trust you, or I know that he's gonna, try to get the worst part of me, and all of a sudden he's not helping.
No. So like when I was able to like build that trust with such like amazing players, but like people as well, they're like, Duda, like, hey, we're gonna do this at training, like come shoot. So like that was a game changer, right? So then I was with Orlando Pride, Orlando City until February of 2022. Uri, that was a preseason. I remember February 2nd or 1st. That was like my last day sitting in Pride. I was like, okay, gotta go my own way in a way. So I left them February.
But then after that, you took off. You just went from like up to the sky.
Yeah, thankfully. So there's like the good thing and the bad thing, I think, for working for a soccer club, right? And there, like, they trusted me with everything. But in there, I learned so much because I was like the one shooting, editing, posting, taking photos, posting photos. As a social media manager, I need the content. So if someone doesn't go take the photos, like, I gotta go.
Right.
I gotta go. So I learned so much from them. But then I could only grow so much there. There's more space. There wasn't like more space for me to grow in a way. And also, I was working way too much. It was like, because if a player does something or there's a trade, like you got to be online 24/7, literally to post, right? Like an update or do something. There's a lot behind the scenes that you players don't know.
Like what?
Like what? Like, please don't get arrested. Not that Happened at the Pride, but it happened in City, but like, please don't. Like we got to be on, like literally 24/7 if something happened. So my work-life balance was not there. And then I left February. It's like, I need more, and I also need more money.